Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't see you there. How long were you watching me? Anyway, no matter. I know you're all super smart, thinking people. And there's a good reason why I'm coming to you right now. A few years ago, I started investing. Well, let me go back a little further. A few years before that, I tried to tell everybody about an investment I thought was absolutely a winner. And it was really cheap, double digits. And then it kept going up. But I didn't know how to invest myself. I went to a certain bank which is under investigation right now. Go figure, eh? These big money people. So I went to that bank and I tried to get information on how to invest. I was told this individual was going to get back to me. Still remember her name. Never got back to me. By the time I gathered enough information from different tidbits from people here and there, I went into my bank branch and I complained about this person not getting back to me. And I thought, what kind of service is that? I said, this is what I wanted to do. They never got back to me. It went from the double digits to triple digits. And now I'm here trying to get this together. By the time they got me set up, 4 digits. The stock went up to 4 digits from 2. From $37 to 4 digits. I bought it at 4 digits. And I rode the wave. I actually was trading a lot of it. And I developed enough shares where I was really happy. And then the market got a hold of me. I tried to tell in some of the videos on my A-Invest playlist that the markets were badly rigged. I knew it in my soul. I didn't have the proof. I kept going. Things looked too weird. It's like, are they able to see what I'm doing as I do it? Like, who is watching all this stuff? Well, I found out down the road, folks, that yes, they can. The big money makers out there have the ability to pay to have an insight into everything people are doing. So, they have an algorithm that tells them when somebody's not dealing in round numbers. 100 shares, 1,000 shares, etc., etc. When that happens, it comes to their alert. And then they get to see, oh, that must be a regular Joe Blow. Oh, he wants this for that stock? Well, sure, later on today we're going to make that stock go up to such and such, so I'll buy that from him. They don't care about our little piddly shares. But guess what? That's how they get their pennies of raises all the time. So, they get our stuff. We're selling it when it's low because we don't know any better. And then they buy it up. And then they let it go up because as they're buying it up, don't forget, they're buying it. So they'll put that on the lit exchange, which makes everybody go, oh my God, I got to chase it. And then they sell it at the top again. Sell it near the top to you and me. They have so many tools to manipulate the market, it's crazy. And they've been using them all over these past few years. Since you know who got elected, the one that they all want to kill. Well, actually there's 2 now that they all want to kill. The one before the last one that everybody wants to kill. Anyway, what a world we live in when the choices we have to make are between dumb and dumber, bad and badder. But anyways, so after that prophetic election where somebody got a chance to try to, wiggle their wings and see what they could do, everything's been going haywire since then. Why? Because the people who control the big money were getting all their money they could get and get out. They're getting all the money they can get from us, pumping up stocks, pumping up. Everybody jumping in, bringing their life savings over, throwing them at these stocks that are climbing because it seems like they're coming into their own. They're starting to become the companies that we all expected them to become. And then they crash them by taking their money out. They took trillions out of the market. They put them into safe havens with the government. What? The government? Did I just say that again? No, the government cannot be in cahoots with these people, right? Wrong. So trillions of dollars gets ripped out of the market where everybody else loses all their pensions, their money, everything they've worked hard for years and years and years. Between 60 and 90% of their investments died. Some were trading. They were the smart ones. And they're like, oh, it's going down. I think I'll wait. They were the smart ones. Everybody else, we either had people investing money for us or whatever the case may be. We stuck it out. We lost everything. And it all went into the pockets of those guys who took that money and put it into these safe havens with the government. Yeah. With the government. Paid them interest. How's the government paying them interest? Did you ever wonder about that? How does the government pay interest to me? If I put $400 million into their little safe haven, how are they giving me 6% interest? Any ideas? Yeah. They're stealing it. Who are they stealing it from? You. And me. They're stealing it from us. In taxes. Income taxes, which never, ever should have been a burden for civilization. They take that money, they guarantee the bigwigs, put your money over here, don't worry about it, we'll give you this much percent interest. Why? We want to slow the economy down. The games that are played behind our backs are horrendous. Horrendous. You notice again, I'm not mentioning any people's names, not mentioning any big corporations, other than I did allude to a bank that is definitely being investigated, which does give a kind of a hint as to where it's going there. Anyways, my whole point of this video is to let you know, I'm with you. I'm with you. We've all been preyed upon. All of us. And the changes that come about in the financial systems are very carefully worded. Very, very carefully worded. Very carefully presented. And do you know who it is that are making up these rules and laws? The bigwigs. The guys who are still stealing money out of our pocket every single time they turn around. They're the ones that are brought in to make these rules and laws. Go figure. Wow. What a world we've created where we put our trust in crooks. Crooks that make the system so only they can steal and win. If you try to steal and win, what happens to you? Yeah, that's right. They steal and win, and then we get wind of it. Somebody has to take the fall. They choose who's going to take the fall, and they get a fine. A monetary fine. And who do you think pays that fine? The bigwigs who are controlling us already. Don't worry, buddy. You're going to take the fall here. It's going to be a $600 million fine. Not to worry. We got that all day long. Their company goes down. They lose a hedge fund. They take the fall for everybody. Everybody shuts up because, oh, look, the government, they're protecting us. They took that guy down. His fines are paid for by the bigwigs, and he goes on to work in some huge company and makes all his millions back. Oh, folks, I wish I had better news for you. All I can tell you is this. If your investments have tanked like almost everybody else who are retail investors, if your pension funds have tanked like most of the ordinary folks across this nation or these nations, all I can say for you is this. Try to find, it's not easy, try to find an almost surefire short squeeze. Because a lot of these hedge funds and investors are trying to make bigger money by borrowing a whole bunch of shares, dumping them on the market as if they're selling a whole bunch of, they're fake shares, they're not real shares, because market makers are able to make shares whenever they need them. So they borrow these shares, they throw them on the market, it brings the stock down of whatever company they want to crush, and they keep crushing it and borrowing more and more and more shares. They have to pay interest on these shares, remember, because you're getting them from somewhere, and somebody's taking the risk. So you're paying your interest on them, paying, but all of a sudden the stock is going up, and you're like, whoa, wait a second, I got to pay more interest now. Yeah, the interest keeps going up. What's going on here? So you borrow more and more and more, and you short. You're bringing the price down, and you can't short anymore. Now they start to go up again. And you're like panicking because you've been paying interest on these all the way along. You're waiting for your payday. You know what your payday is? You bankrupt the company, and all those stocks that you borrowed become zero. You owe nothing. Any money you made from your shorting up and down, whatever, it's all yours. They have games they play on us that you need a lot of money to play. They know it, and they've been winning for years and years and years and years. They have people planted all over the internet that tell you, next great thing, this is it, it's going, yes, we have been charting it and watching it, and it's about to explode, you're going to become a millionaire. And a lot of people believe them and put their money there and lose it. And they tell you, nothing's a sure thing, you know what I mean? We're not really your financial advisor, we're just telling you what we're doing. Well, what I'm saying, this is what I'm going to be doing. And I'm suggesting anybody who's been losing in the market like 98% of the people have been, find something that definitely is looking like a short squeeze. Buy enough of those shares to multiply them by how many dollars you need them to hit before you can get back a sizable chunk of what you've lost. And then just leave those shares in that stock and watch it go. Because when it explodes, you're going to have to be quick. You're going to have to be watching. You're going to have to get your payday and get out. Then look for the next one. You can eventually get your money back that way. There are also some stocks, and I'm going to tell you, I mean, it's obvious to me. I'm not an investigator, so I can't tell you for sure, but I can tell you I'm pretty dang sure of what they're doing. Oh, we're losing a whole lot of money on that investment over there because these guys will not sell. They're supposed to sell low. They're not selling. And we're investing all kinds of money to try to get that down. They're not selling. So we need to get our money somewhere so we can put more money in to bring it down more. So what do? They, of course, they don't collude. We know they would never collude. Never. No collusion. Period. Right? Okay. In the ether, they all get this message that tells them, you know what? If we start pumping that stock, if each of us buys a chunk here and a chunk there and a chunk here and a chunk there, that stock is going to start to fly up the ladder. Everybody's going to jump on board that, and then we can sell at the top and take, I don't know, 300% gains, and then we can go back and short those other stocks again. Every time they need money, you'll see a certain stock out of the blue just starts to go haywire. And as it goes up, you don't want to miss out. So everybody starts buying it. And they get trapped at the top again. watch the tricks that these guys have. I mean, it's great if you get in on their trick at the bottom and you ride that baby up like they are and sell it near the top. That's why they always say, don't be afraid to take your profits, because if you don't sell it near the top and you think you're going to go up another double, triple, and then it just crashes back down because they just start dumping all their stocks so they can take all that profit, you get stuck holding the bag. This is the knowledge I'm gathering from my experiences in the stock market. Can you make money? Yes, you can. If you just happen to be lucky enough to have bought the right stocks that are going along with the big wigs, that are going to move higher with the big wigs, then you're good. Simple. If you happen to go into stocks that you believe in, companies that you think are really worth investing in, and that you really want to see them do well, you better do a lot of research to find out if they're connected to the big wigs or not. Because if they're not, chances are, no matter how great their product is, they're going to go down. How about a company who's learned how to extract from marijuana plants these chemicals that can really help cure cancers and stuff? What? We heard rumors about that, but we didn't. Yeah, they had trials, clinical trials, and things were working beautifully. And they went down to zero. Their share price went down to zero. How is that possible? How about another company? They found a way to take people with addictions, 80% success rate? 80% success rate? They didn't go to zero yet, but boy, did they crash. After their third phase of clinical trials, which the next phase was going to allow them to sell in Europe, and then North America would look at, maybe licensing them to help cure addicts. Are you nuts? We're the ones importing all the drugs. We don't want to cure addicts. Who do these people think they are? Let's crash their stock. And it started to crash. Seriously? After all those clinical trials and the proving of 80+% success? Don't you think every medical association and function should be investing every dollar into them? That stock should have exploded to the moon. They're obviously not connected. Just some very smart people who got together and found a way to help people in need. And they get crushed. If you're not connected, you'll see. Just keep your eye on what's going on out there. If whatever it is not connected, it's not going anywhere. And the ones that they do let go, right? They let it go a little bit, let it go. They're stealing your money. You get up here and then they suppress it. They take all your money at the top, then suppress it. Folks, I haven't named anybody, so anybody wants to sue me, I didn't name you. If you're upset about it, you're probably guilty of it. That's my opinion, just my opinion. If you come after me for what I've said, well, you're just proving yourself to be exactly what I've said. A total piece of dirt. You people are total pieces of dirt. The amount of people whose pensions have been decimated, who will have nothing to go on in the future because of your greed. You make me sick. And you know what? All of us in the stock market, we're all greedy. Do you know why? We're trying to make money doing nothing. Click. Click, click. Click, click, click. Like the slot machine, right? Click, 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 click. Ding, 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 ding. It is a gambling casino of the worst kind because it's trusted. It's trusted to be a safe haven for your life savings. How many times have you heard, because you don't hear much about Canada, but you hear, our 401ks have been decimated. Nobody's waking up. You don't have control over that money. These people are doing it for you, and they always seem to have the same story. Oh, 401ks have been decimated. I haven't heard anybody in the mainstream media or on social media talking about, oh, my 401k went up 400%. My 401k is just flying. Wow, I'm going to have twice as much money when I retire as I thought. Do you know anybody like that? Let me know in the comments. I'll invest in their 401ks. Because seriously, I'm not hearing it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not seeing it. Folks, take care. Okay? Hit that like button. Subscribe. Do whatever. Share the video. Throw it in the garbage. I don't really care. I'm giving you information that you can ponder and come to some conclusions of your own. It's just not very healthy out there. Okay? So if anything changes, I will definitely let you know. If I see a prospect for a short squeeze that could possibly catapult everybody to some place that's going to be great, I'll let you know. AMC. 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 Oh, no, I was just talking. The other night I was at a party and there was a great MC. A great MC. That's all I got for you tonight, folks. Anyway, we'll talk later. It's a chance. Take a look at it. Do your own research, okay? Talk soon. Love y'all.